Hi besties! Today I am showing you 3 routines or ideas of what to clean when you only have 5 minutes. Our first option is the collect mission. Grab a washing basket, a box, or whatever you prefer and pick up all the dishes and the trash around your house. Don't tidy anything else, just take one room at a time and only look for dishes or trash. Once you've gathered them all up, drop the dishes in the sink and throw the trash in the bin. I also think it's important to promise you that everything I'm showing you in this video did only take 5 minutes. I always want to be honest on this channel, and I was actually a little bit worried when I started to film these. I thought that they were going to take more than 5 minutes. I had the idea in my head for what I do when I only have 5 minutes, but I don't exactly have time blindness, but I was pretty sure that I was going to be overestimating, or rather underestimating, how long these things take. So I did set a timer and I confirmed that they did only take 5 minutes technically. What I mean by that is these routines took me closer to 9 or 10 minutes because I had to keep stopping my camera, moving the camera around, making sure that my shot was good, that the angle was good and I was zoomed out enough if I wanted to be, and then I would start again. So I can confirm that these routines will only take 5 minutes if you are not filming yourself. Part 2 of the collector mission is to take your empty basket or box, go back around the house and collect all of the dirty laundry from every room. Now, the point of this particular 5-minute mission is not to do the laundry or to do the dishes. It is just to pick everything up and deposit it all either in the sink, the bin, or the laundry. If you only have 5 minutes, it makes such a big difference to your house overall. Option 2 is the homing mission. You're going to speed run tidying your house. You don't need to perfectly reposition everything on every surface if things are already roughly where they belong. This is just about taking anything that is in completely the wrong spot and putting it where it should be. Rory gets super excited whenever I do a 5-minute speed clean of anything because she picks up on the, I guess, kind of frenetic vibe where I'm rushing around and trying to get everything done in a certain amount of minutes. She gets really excited. You can see her ball just in the background. She threw it for herself and played fetch with herself. She feels like she's helping, and that's the main thing. Now, I do also realise that for some of you with bigger houses or kids or something, you're going to have a lot more stuff and a lot more junk laying around on the wrong surfaces and in the wrong place than Corey and I perhaps do. So take whatever I say in this video with a grain of salt. If it doesn't work for you, leave it. If it works for you, great. If you want to do these things because you have 10 minutes and it's going to take you twice the time it takes me to tidy, then that's totally fine. I just hope that these missions kind of give you some inspiration for how much you can get done, even if you only have 5 or 10 minutes. It honestly surprised me that I could roughly tidy the house in 5 minutes, because when I'm sitting around and I can't be bothered doing anything and I see that the house needs tidying, I always assume in my mind that it's going to take me half an hour, and it just simply doesn't take that long unless I've let it get like disaster level like it was in the last video that I posted. Now you'll see here I checked the timer and I had a couple of minutes still to go, so I decided that I would make the bed. I don't make it properly, I just straighten the covers. You absolutely don't have to do that when I'm doing one of these quick tidies. Then I don't normally make the bed, but this time I had the time, so I thought, you know what, why not? Option 3 is the ground mission. The good thing about these little missions is you can layer them if you have 10 or 15 or 20 minutes available to you, and they stack pretty nicely. So, for example, if you've just done the homing mission, your floors should be pretty clear and you can grab your vacuum. You're not going to vacuum under things, behind doors, in every corner. Just go over the high traffic areas, the very middles of the rooms. Just get the crumbs and, in our case, the cat hairs up off the floors, and you'll probably be very surprised at how much better the floors look in just a quick 5-minute vacuum. Here you see Ajani hates the vacuum, so he just crouches on the table and generally makes me feel terrible about scaring him with the vacuum. He's never had a bad experience with the vacuum in his life. He just hated it basically from the time that I brought him home, and I can't train him to be okay with it, so I guess that's just a bit of a phobia that he has. I hope you've all had an amazing week since my last video. I have had a little bit of a down week. We all know that I've been struggling a bit. I was feeling really good for 4 or 5 days, and then I've had a bit of a downward spin, which has not been fun, but I'm pushing through it. And the day after I filmed this video and I'm doing the voiceover, I'm feeling a lot better. So there is always light after the dark. Nothing lasts forever. All those nice comforting things that we tell ourselves that don't necessarily feel comforting in the moment. But it is true. One day you'll wake up and go, oh, I actually feel better today. So take the good moments where you can get them, besties. Also, I don't know what it is, but I simply get so hot and sweaty when I'm doing housework. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I never used to, but now that I'm in my 30s, I can clean for 5 minutes and I'm immediately so hot. Look how bad our floors were and look how much I got up just in 5 minutes. Now I'm bringing you a bonus option 4, which is the cycle mission. I'm calling this a bonus mission because I think it's probably pretty obvious to most of us, but I felt it still deserved to be included in the video. Cycle 1 load of laundry and 1 load of dishes. If you have clothes in the dryer, pull them out, put your recently washed load in the dryer, throw a new load of dirty clothing in the washing machine, then fold the dry load straight away before you have time to let it sit on your dining table or a convenient dump chair for the next 2 weeks. I saw a meme a little while ago that said something like, washing takes me a day, drying takes me 3 days, and folding takes 5 to 7 business days. And it's so true. The amount of time that I can let dry laundry wait before I fold it is so embarrassing. I don't even mind folding laundry. I quite like it. But to actually get going and get it folded is terrible, and putting it away, don't even ask me. We're a family who quite often end up just pulling something out of a basket that's been sitting folded on the table, put it on, wear it to work, wear it to dance, wear it to rehearsal, because, I don't know, putting it away is even worse than folding, guys. Ajani had forgiven me by this stage, so he was pretty happy. Corey was making dinner, he was cooking pasta, and pasta involves cheese. Ajani's favourite food in the entire world is cheese. He absolutely loves cheese. So he usually kind of tries to sleep on the laundry, helps me out, comes over for headbutts, but when there's cheese, you can look at the focus. Look at the focus, besties, while I am folding laundry. He's just not even looking because he must focus on the cheese. I love him. I think this mission was the most surprising for me when I was filming it because I couldn't believe that it only took me 5 minutes. Again, when I'm sitting around procrastinating any housework, I would probably estimate that cycling a load of laundry would take about 5 minutes, folding would take an extra 5, and doing the dishes would take about 15 minutes. But I quite simply got all of this done in 5 minutes, which, I don't know, I just think that's amazing. There's a thing called time blindness, which they say a lot of people with ADHD have. I don't have that, but I feel like I have something similar where it's not that I'm time blind, like I just don't realise what time it is or how long something is going to take and then I'm late to everything. It's more that I overestimate how long something will take. And that is what makes me procrastinate, is simply how long I think that something will take. If I could actually get a hold of how long things take, then I think I would procrastinate less. And as I'm saying that, I've actually come up with an idea. I think I'm going to start timing how long things take me, and I'm going to write a list of how long, though mainly chores around the house, take me, so that when I have 5 or 10 minutes, I can look back at this video and I can look at a list and I can say, okay, I've got 10 minutes. What's in the 10-minute chunk? And then I can say, oh, I actually need to clean the toilets. I feel like that's going to take me half an hour, but I can see that last time I did it, I noted down that it only took me, say, 8 minutes. Great, I've got 10 minutes. That's more than enough time to get the toilets cleaned. Let me know what you think, or if you have a similar system. Now, full disclosure, I was about to record the rest of this voiceover and say I really apologise for the state of the sink and how disgusting it was. I had to clean out the drain of all the food scraps at the end, and then I thought, no, practice what you preach. I keep saying that I'm going to be honest and real on here. So I'm pretty sure that your sink has probably looked like this at some point. The fact is, it really doesn't matter if it's dirty because I can quite simply clean it up. So I was going to either speed up this footage or delete it, but I'm leaving it in and I'm just going to cringe through it with you at how disgusting it was. But guess what? A couple of minutes and it was fully clean. I'd put all the scraps from the drain in the bin because we do not have, if you're in America, we do not have garbage disposals here, so it just clogs up the drain. So it didn't really take too long to get it back sparkling clean. So I'm trying not to be embarrassed about how bad it was because I hope that it will make you feel better if your sink gets like this. If you've watched this far in the video, definitely let me know in the comments how much time you normally devote to cleaning, or how much time you find that you normally have when it's time for you to get up and do some cleaning, because I'm doing a series of basically what to clean when you have X amount of minutes. So this is obviously the 5 minutes. I've done a 45-minute. So let me know what you'd like to see next, like a 10-minute, or is that not long enough? You'd prefer a 20-minute or a full hour, and I will get that going for you. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It is very helpful for me and my channel stats. And subscribe if you haven't already, because there is a lot more motivation coming your way. I hope this was able to help somebody today, and I hope that you have an amazing week. Stay tuned for a couple of shorts that I have planned here on the channel over the next couple of days. And I will see you in about a week's time with another long form video. I appreciate you all, and please remember, you're doing amazing, and you don't have to get it all done every day. Even if you're doing one thing that is more than somebody else is doing or has the capacity to do, I'm proud of you. I love you. Have an amazing day, and make sure that if you like dogs, you pat a dog today, because Rory loves you too. Okay, bye.